Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome for the very first time to Trailmakers with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome, hopefully, to a great first impression. So today, we're just going to be taking a look at the Sandbox Mode, figuring out how this game works, and hopefully, getting a good feel for it. After this, maybe I'll go over to the Expedition Mode, or just look at other stuff, but right now, let's just figure out the basics of the game, and see if we actually like it. I do have very high hopes for this. It was suggested a lot by a lot of people, and it does look very similar to things like Scrap Mechanic, but more focused around building vehicles themselves. So, Sandbox Mode, and let's see how this works. I've not looked up any guides or other videos or stuff, so please excuse me being terrible for the first while. I mean, honestly, if you're here for great gameplay, then you're probably in the wrong place anyway. Okay then, so here we are, and straight away we can do a little bit of flying, which is always a good start, especially with those lovely goggles. Okay then, let's get to work. So B is build. Hello, build. Interesting. It seems like we don't have enough resources to do any... Oh, okay, we're doing a bit of a tutorial. I was going to say, in the sandbox mode, it'd be a bit weird if we didn't have resources to work with. I just completed one by mistake. What did I do? Is it moving? Probably moving. Drag the 2x4 from your inventory to the located place. Okay. Sure, there you go. Change view. Oh, that's what I did last time. That makes sense. Rotate the 2x4 by clicking the rotate button. Oh, it said something else then as well. It worked. I'm not reading half the things apparently, but it worked nonetheless, and that's the important thing. Let me guess, add a wheel over here? Who would have thought? It's kind of a shame it's actually making me... Ooh, a steering hinge, okay. Was that the correct way around? I didn't pay attention then to the arrows. Should be, yeah, horizontal, that's what I wanted to see. Do we need an engine, or is this... Ah, we do have an engine, okay. Bulldog engine. Low power, cheap and fairly sturdy engine. Okay, that's fine. Press and hold left mouse button to drag and select your vehicle. I have now selected it, and save. There we go, we have a blueprint, and F to enter the vehicle. And it works exactly how you would think. It's just the WASD controls. Okay, so was that the whole thing then? Was that pretty much everything, or? Good shot there, Lathrix. Try again. The camera controls are a bit weird. Yeah, we can just about move this. It's just like we're playing Rocket League. This is a terrible, terrible vehicle. Okay, now am I allowed to mess around with things? Thank you, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, now, what I actually want to do, in fact, you're going to help me move. No, yes. I want to build a hovercraft. I have seen at least a few thumbnails with hovercrafts, and I want to build one. And I want to go just above the water and be happy there. Brakes. Okay, so let's do that. No. I'm guessing F to just get out. Yes, it is. Okay, then. So... Oh, can we only have one building out at a time? I was hoping to have both, but, Oh, no, you can, maybe. Oh, I see. When I've got that lovely little bit of electric, I'm its friend. Now I'm no longer its friend. Excellent. Let's get to work, then, as I realise my car is taking a swim in the background. Don't quite know why it's doing that, but it certainly is. So we have all of the aerodynamic pieces, which is pretty awesome, okay. We have the seats, which is only one thing by the looks of things. And then we have all of these, including suspension. So that's very interesting and very, very helpful, I'm sure, later on. So first of all, let's build ourselves an engine, shall we? So that, of course, would be, I'd imagine, in propulsion. Dragon engine, a very powerful but fragile engine. We have the raw engine, bulky and robust. Let's see, power. Okay, that's really powerful. Let's go with the dragon engine. It sounds cool after all. This is going to look really weird. Just putting it out there. So we have the Dragon Jet engine, the Gimbal Jet, a jet that always fires downwards. Okay. The Hover Block lift engine that generates an air cushion under your vehicle. Okay, but does that need the engine? That's the question. Let's just do a bit of testing. Let's do a little bit of science here before we carry on. Like I say, this is my first attempt at doing anything here, so don't expect me to build anything great. If I build a functional craft, by the end, I'll be very happy. Okay, sure, we have a jet there, and we have A jet there. Sure, that seems reasonable to me. What? Okay, well, I've just realised I didn't actually check the controls. Actually, that is a good point. How do I set the controls for these things? Okay, so space and toggle. So now these lovely little hovercraft plates, the hover plates in fact, should be set to a spacebar. So that's nice and simple. So how are we going to mount them is the question. We could just have 4. We could go with a really simple idea here and just have 4 of them. Or, I think might look better, so you two can be deleted, still getting used to all the controls as you can imagine. We could do, because of their weird connection points, is have something akin to this. In fact, what else I can do is just copy this one. This way I don't need to constantly redo all of the settings. And I would press insert, but insert happens to be my recording button right now, so I will change that in a second. Yeah, if I press insert, the recording will stop, so yeah. Don't want it touching the floor. A second ago I realised that's a bad idea. So hopefully, this should be more than enough to keep us going, but also as we add other stuff, it should also be okay then as well. And off, and on. Oh, we can kind of turn. I don't know how it's actually doing that, but that's fine. Oh, that was easier than expected. Okay, so next up then, let's add some thrusters. Also, that means it doesn't need an engine, which is pretty darn nice. Also, you can fit here. Can't you? Can't you? Come on, there you... No. This is a little bit more awkward than I like. There we go. Okay, getting used to it. Don't worry. Eventually, I'm sure I will be somewhat competent. That's about the level I'm going to put there. Okay, let's go with the mini thruster. Would like you to rotate a little bit here, so... like that. Okay. And then I want you to be on just forward, I suppose. Do the same on the other side. I'll get there eventually. I swear I will. Look at the things I'm building from the depths. I'm good at building games, I promise. Well, I'm okay at building games, I should say, with a lot of practice. Okay, so, in theory, I didn't do this. Because I didn't actually copy that. Well, this is fine. Apparently it's too heavy now for the natural turning, but that's fine. We'll add some more thrusters for that. Oh, look at him go. I wonder if there's a way to change camera angles quickly. I bet there is, but I didn't see it. Oh. Hello, ramp. And down we go. In theory, this should work. We have forward thrust, we have side thrust set to D and A. It should be functional. So let's just see on the land first. Yeah, it's doing what it should be doing. Very slowly, though. I think I overestimated the power of these mini thrusters. But some of the basic mechanics have now been done. Okay, please go over the water. Don't drown. Yes. Yes, I'm not dying. Okay, then. But yeah, massively overestimated the power of these turning thrusters. And man, do you skid with this thing. And so Lathrix built his first hovercraft. Isn't it adorable? Can't go backwards, though. Oh yeah, there's no backwards thrust. Hello, tree. Stop. I could have turned off the hovers. I mean, that works decently. But still, it's functional. Let's just add a couple of backwards thrusters so I can say, look what I've built. Isn't it terrible but functional? And you can go here. Wait, no. You were right the first time. Whoops-a-daisy. And slow down. Oh, yeah, these thrusters. Okay, so we've built a functional one. Let's see if we can build a good one now, then. We have forward thrust, we have side thrust, we have all the basic stuff. Let's see if we can build one which is significantly more responsive. I'm just thinking stronger thrusters, honestly. Stronger thrusters and less hovercraft, if possible. We'll try and figure out how much hover is needed per kilogram. Okay, it works. And slow down, very slowly. Functionality at its finest. Well done, me. Let's save you as a blueprint, though. Let's make this thing a little bit bulkier, shall we? There we go. Okay, so how are we going to do this? The hovercraft need to be one higher than this, so what I'm thinking of is maybe 4 in the center here, then 1 at the back, 1 at the front. Let's bulk this up even more. There we go. Hopefully this won't be too heavy. Probably will be, but I suppose we'll find that out soon enough. Put the hover there. Put 1 hover here. Same dealy on the other side. Like I say, I will get much better at these controls once I have a bit of experience with them. Right now, it feels a bit fiddly, but honestly, I felt like when I first started playing Terratech, and now after a lot of hours, that's no longer the case. Hello? Wow, it's actually enough. Ha! If you try and move forwards, though, it really wants to bend. Okay, so hovers are stronger than I expected. I like that. That does make me happy indeed. So, how am I going to make this look different there? Well, we already have a seat, thank you, so no need for that. What else do we have in terms of looks? Ooh, I kind of want to make it propeller-powered. That would be cool. Having the propellers on the back. How big are they? Oh, not as big as I thought they were. Still, though, we could have just 2 of those. How about we move both of these forward by 1? So they're like that. Then we had a couple of propellers at the back, and that'll be our forward propulsion. And then we figure out something else to do with the actual turning. I think that's a good way to go. Ooh, pretty. How am I going to do this? So, can I copy a whole section? Yes, I can. Now that is going to be really, really helpful. One more basic thing has now been learnt. Well done, me. Soon all of the basic things will be learnt. And then, I'll be basic. Yay. Okay, I like that. I want it to look a bit more splayed out is the thing. So, put these here. Connect these to the... Oh, I could have actually connected this as well and then copied it. But I didn't think about that, now did I? The only problem I'm thinking of here is that if we add the propellers, they're going to be much higher than the center of mass. That's a problem we'll have to deal with when we get to it. Can this hover? Yes, it certainly can. Okay, I've just found the different camera controls. Well, that's pretty helpful as well. That's going to be good for screenshots. Okay, very cool. Now, I wish I could put these completely enclosed, but it doesn't seem like we have all that many options when it comes to smaller connection pieces. Especially not with curves. How about with you? Ah! There's a lot more options here. Okay, that's good to know. That's very good to know. Even just basic stuff, I just saw a curved edge there. Just a nice corner block, perhaps, would make it look a bit more standard. If we have a regular block, then a corner block, regular corner. Actually, there, that could pretty much fully enclose everything here. Maybe. Might be a bit too big, though. Enclosing just one of them, in my opinion, looked really, really weird. So what if we connect everything together? Make it as one. Not quite connecting it with the sky there, like that apparently just tried to, but how about like this? Then we do the same all the way around it. Yeah, I think that can work. It'll look a bit flimsy with just these holding on, but I could, of course, just put some underneath as well, which I think would make it look significantly better. Yeah, actually, I do like that. Okay, let's go with that theory for now. Then, once I'm done with this, I'll just copy and paste this whole section over there, and we'll see how it looks as a complete package. Something tells me for a while my creations are going to be hideous. Effectively hideous. I really don't like how these two have no connection points. Fine, we'll add some of these here as well, because why wouldn't I? There we are. Pop that there. Copy it. Pop it here as well. Yep, I don't. Even though now it has these not connected, I think that looks better. It looks a bit sturdier. The question is this even going to be able to float? How heavy are these? Okay, like 1.2 kilograms. Ooh, does it actually say how strong these are? No, it just gives us the weight of 14 and that's it. It doesn't actually tell us how much hover they give. Okay. Well, I'll finish this off and I'll go ahead and I'll copy it over. Then we'll just see if it floats or not. We are going to be adding more hovers most likely, so it's okay if it doesn't. I just hope that it does. There we go. Ow, my head. But we do indeed hover. Okay, that is fantastic. So now, let's get to work adding some propellers. I'm going to assume the center of mass is somewhere between these two blocks, but we can assume it's on that one, and of course we can always build upwards later, which should affect it in quite a good way. Propulsion. There are helicopter engines. Oh, so you need to attach blades to it. Okay, I was a little bit confused there, gotta be honest. I was a little bit confuzzled. I would like them, like, there, honestly. So, just copy that. Thank you. Pop that there for a second before we can attach some regular blocks. Could just attach these instead. I do just really like how these look. I'm probably going to overuse them for a while since they are so useful. Okay, now, I want you to be on forwards instead. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Those don't get in each other's way, will they? I'm going to assume not. But not be completely hopeful. Yeah. Let's see if this works. Oh, of course. They're propellers. That's too much from the depths. That is right there. Yes, this is exactly how I wanted it to work. Oops. Okay. Is there a way we can have that in reverse? Because I really want like one of those airboat kind of styles. No, no. Oh, so I actually have to flip it if I want this to work. Oh, that is such a shame. I don't want these on the front. I really don't. Okay, never mind then. We are going to go down the route of thrusters then. I bet there is a way. Oh, of course. We do have the helicopter block. I don't know how that works, but I assume I can flip this. And if I flip it, I can have just one giant blade and it won't be quite as insane. Just go there for a second. I also want to test you out, see how you work. So, oh, look at that as well. We can actually go both ways. So you see, that's what I wanted. That's perfect. That can go forwards and backwards. So if we connect it in the middle and have a blade. The problem is, I don't know what you connect to this thing. So I am a bit confused about how this even works. Which is normally not a good start, to be perfectly honest. Not a great start, but we'll get there. We will get there. We're learning. We're having fun, aren't we? I hope. What is going on there at the back? That's a bit mad looking. Uh-huh. So it turns out that this is one of the greatest things for turning ever. Though I'm sure thrusters could still be stronger. That is just so neat. Not enough balanced hover, but we are sort of working. Oh god. Hello, water. Oh, our first casualty of many. That's okay. Too blocky, though. far too blocky. Let's just see if this works. Hello. Okay, I have got the controls inverted. That's something to note straight away, but except for... okay. Who needs backwards thrusters when you can just spin that quickly? That's actually pretty good. And it can go over water. You may have noticed I was avoiding water a bit there since we still haven't sorted out the front properly. Lovely. Yeah, don't like the back section. I'm actually tempted to remove all of the blocks at the back and then connect them all up with the thinner connectors. Thank God I keep on saving these before I take them for a spin. There is a lot more to this game than we currently have been messing around with. Just been having a look at all the different items whilst I was figuring out how I'm going to do the back, trying to have a look at the different shapes and stuff available, and there are actually quite a few more than I originally thought. I wonder if the tail fin... is that an actual active component, or is it just there for... No. Oh, no, it does have the little bits there at the back. I'm just wondering how you even make a flyer in this game. Trying to think of the controls on the tail fin. Does it have a movable part, or is it just static? Stuff like that, basically. Small modular wing. I bet there is a lot more to all of this that I'm looking at as well. But for now, we do the simple things. I found bigger thrusters. Problem is, they apparently can overheat, but they are very, very quick. I killed the chicken. In my hubris to use stronger thrusters, I am destroying the life of this planet. Shame. So if we carry on... yeah, these are really fun. But at the same time, I think I would much rather have consistent throw... oh, I did not do that. Okay, no, bad, 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 bad. We're fine. Everything's fine. The chicken will not be avenged. Oh! The chicken will be avenged. This thing is so unstable. Oh, it's like, there's so many explosive elements, and they are all right there at the front. Like, please, destroy me. I don't want to live. Okay, let's remove those, although they're awesome. I think they would be awesome, perhaps, as a thruster on a buggy, just to get that sheer bit of speed before a jump or something. But on this, would much rather have the consistent speed of the little dragon jets. So really, the options we have are the mini thruster, which is really slow, the jet engine, which is that one, which will overheat, and then the dragon jet engine, which won't overheat and provides a good bit of power. Now, how did I have these before? It was like that, wasn't it? Then it was connecting to both. Except for, once again, aim the propulsion backwards. There we go. Settings. I want it for the forwards key, thank you very much. Let's copy and paste that. Put the other one over here for a tick. There we are. And connecting it up. Slowly getting used to the controls, gotta say. Since the start of this, I have got a bit better. The gimbal jet, which always fires... oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's save this, then take it for a run and see if we've made an actual functional hover. No, don't do that. Don't even try that. Actually, maybe we can. I thought that hit the side, but maybe we can try that. Really need to make the front look better. That's the last thing I'll do before we go again. It looks really scrappy at the moment, which I really do like. Yes! No! Don't crash. Come on, come on. Hovers. Yes, there we go. Let's get to the island. Okay. Oh, that thing wants to pitch. That's outside of the bounciness and the pitchiness, yeah, that's great. This is actually really enjoyable to drive. I mean, the whole game has this surprisingly quick feel to everything, which is really good. I'm liking it so far. I'm really liking this little build of ours. I bet we can make this turn even faster. Don't do it, Lathrix. Don't. Not as fast as I expected. We now have 3 of them installed. Still very quick. Actually, yeah, definitely faster, but not as fast as I expected. Oh, I love this thing. Oh, yeah, 10 out of 10. I'm also trying not to laugh too loudly since my mic is still broken. Probably put a comment in the pinned section just to speak about that anyway, but it really overloads at the moment too easily, so I've got to be really careful. No! Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Yep, everything's fine. Chicken! I'm not that mean this time. Oh, that is so enjoyable how fast that turns. Sinkhole. Oh, whoa, what is that? Okay, if I go down there, there's no way I'm getting back up. I'm sorry if this is boring to anyone watching, but I am having so much fun just driving this right now. Oh. What I need is a controlled way to pitch. But, okay, hello. Yeah, we're fine. Ooh, what's this for? Oh, I bet you could build something specifically for this. Nope, must land on it. Come on, let me land on it. Let me land on it. Is that the best you can do, that says? For now, yeah, I'm actually happy with it, so shut up. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have, I mean, it'll fix itself. No, already, not again. Okay, we're fine. Yep, that's good. Piranhas. Getting really, really close now to a finished design. We are actually a little bit front heavy, which has made this thing climb really well. Because we're not pitching, it's sort of gluing us to the floor. The only problem is, if we're going down a very steep decline, we can flip forwards, but I think that's definitely a worthwhile trade. And of course, we could always do it this way. I've also once again set up the hovers so that we can very easily turn them off, and that will act as an emergency brake. Oh look, a chicken! Brakes! Yep, that would have killed the chicken, but you see, it still stopped fairly quickly since we are then simply dragging along the floor. I don't want to go in that because I don't even want to know what it is. I'm so tempted though to jump into this hole of death. What is in the hole of death? Oh, it's just a cave, not cave, a crater. For some reason I thought that was going to go way further, but it wasn't. So overall, right now, I'm happy to say this is my first design. I think I will look back at this and figure out a million things wrong in the future. But for now, as long as you don't do things like that and you actually drive it responsibly, it's completely fine. It handles terrain, it handles the water. There's not much it can't handle except for flying, really. And extremely steep inclines. Oh, brake, brake, brake. We're fine. A bit of backward thrust wouldn't hurt, though, I think. This is where I kind of wish I had a car, or simply slower thrust. Because we have no friction, we just glide so much. There we go! Ooh, jumps. Can I? Oh god, this is gonna be death, isn't it? Okay, before we go then, let's try this. Let's get a bit of a run up, shall we? I am not confident about this at all. Yeah, okay, we're meant to be front heavy. Way too front heavy. Made it. We're fine. Everything's fine. See, we're fine. Into the depths! Ah, glorious. A thought occurs to me. We could very easily control our pitch mid-air. Oh, Lord. And you could do this by simply adding a couple of small thrusters at the front, mapped to my mouse or something, which would then react and allow us to stabilise. Or we could even add another one of these helicopter sections, except for on its side. because that should also work. I mean, if it can give us this much turn normally, just one of them I can imagine would work another way. I didn't even see that one, I just saw the squish. But I think that's definitely something for another day, and here we go. Let's see if we can just get up here at least. Having no friction does make this very difficult to turn. So, are these blue things like checkpoints? Let's have a look-see. Let's have a gander. Okay, now let's go and jump off here nice and safely. Whee! Glorious. And then respawn, and here we are again to do it all the same. With that, if you have enjoyed the video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Trailmakers is a series you wish to see continued in the future. I have no idea what that is, but it's mine now. Goodbye!